I think this is being very fair. But when I hear politicians making fun out of this, I get very offended. I want you, the graduates who are here today, to go and put this record right. Our government believes that it is somebody understands much better whatever he comes up to read after he has mastered his local language. And that's where the emphasis is going to be. I've heard even this morning on the radio, people are condemning government, which is misinformation. Instead, the government is going to do more. I want to invite today's graduates to still seek training in vocational skills over and above their current qualifications. Institutions like Bukema University must nurture stronger links with the private sector to provide the much needed field attachment for students and the feedback on skills and competences required by the employer. In our training, the employer is going to become a very important asset. I want to encourage you to get very close to the employer so that you know what he wants and we adjust accordingly. Interinstitutional cooperation and networking will result in efficient use of resources. I want to see, and I'm particularly happy to see that on this graduation we have vice chancellors from other institutions attending. I want us to strengthen that interinstitutional cooperation and the networking if we are to be efficient in the use of resources. Of course, I cannot overemphasize the mandate of universities to ensure that quality is guarded and maintained. It's our belief and prayer as government that Bukema University has in place a system that ensures quality of teaching and assessment, a system of optimal resource utilization, a system that ensures customer care, the best customer care, a system of monitoring and qualitative growth of human resources in the institution, and quality in whatever takes place in these institutions must be promoted, whatever the challenges. I know wherever I go, they tell me about underfunding, inadequate financial resources, shortage of this and that. Yes, I'll listen and I'll continue to listen to all these challenges, but quality should never be compromised. That's something I want to take very seriously. I remember last time when I was here, I emphasized the need to invest in research and publishing. I do pray that you took me very seriously, because that's one thing that will bring out qualities in university education. The government of Uganda applauds the efforts of private providers in higher education and will continue to support their cause in all ways possible in order to ensure quality. My ministry, for example, is in the process of establishing student loan scheme, which will enable bright but needed students access higher education, not only in public universities, as the case has been, but also in private higher education institutions. I want to repeat this. In the past, public funds have been going to public education institutions. For the students' loan scheme, a student will now be free to go to any institution, higher education institution of his choice. If one chooses to go to Bukema, he will be free. If he chooses to go to Legate, he will be free. This is the difference we are coming up. And this scheme, which begins next financial year, is not only intended to uplift the plight of the needed students, but also it is intended to promote quality in institutions of higher learning, because I foresee institutions now competing for these students, which I think is also going to promote quality in higher education institutions. I want to thank the parents and guardians of our graduates for the many sacrifices that have enabled our children, our students, to succeed. I also congratulate and thank the students who worked hard to complete their courses. My dear graduates, you have been equipped with the knowledge and skills that will help you to exploit the resources at your disposal. I'll ask you to remain focused. Be determined to work hard. Practice the good models that have been imparted in you over the years. And remember that learning does not end. I'm also still a student and learning, so you must never give up learning. Remember, the scourge of AIDS and the corruption still roams around. I'm calling AIDS also a scourge, even corruption. You are going to the world where almost every newspaper is talking about that deadly disease, corruption in Uganda. You who have been trained through a Christian founded institution, we have a lot of hope in you. Go and make sure that AIDS goes out of this country. Go and make sure that we do away with corruption in this country. Somebody was asking me, by the way, who is responsible for corruption? You have many answers to give. But as somebody who comes from a rural area, who comes from Tanganyika, I'll tell you, there is a lot of corruption in our families, in their homes. The father who collects all that has been produced by the family, all the coffee that has been picked by everybody, he goes to the market to sell, and he puts everything in his stomach. That's corruption. When people talk about corruption, they point the finger at those who are in government, forgetting about themselves. As I commission you today, I'm charging you the duty of making sure that one of the enemies that should go out to fight is AIDS, that is eating up the youth of this country, and the corruption. Those two. Never, never, never should you, as our graduates, who are going through such an institution, ever be involved in any act of corruption. Ensure that you're always safe. Ensure, because the country needs you. The country has invested heavily in you. We need you alive. Ensure that you are safe. Ensure that you conduct yourselves responsibly. Once more, I congratulate you for the many achievements, and I wish you successful careers for God and my country.
Thank you very much, our guest of honor.
I have a short function to perform. I would like to call upon Dr. Oleva, the Executive Secretary of our delegation, to come forward and help me in this exercise. Our guest speaker has been here on several occasions. He comes here always to give us his best. But Bukema has never given him anything that he can even put in his office. And so the university administration and the graduates have decided to give him something that he can keep in his office. So, sir, Honorable, we want you to come up front and receive this from one of our guests.
The words of the citation read as follows. Ugema University Appreciation Award presented to Honorable John Muyingo Christom, Minister of State for Higher Education, for presiding over the 18th graduation ceremony of Ugema University, from the Vice Chancellor of Ugema University, Professor Patrick.
Thank you, sir.
The people are seeing, but they are moving. You're full obedience. You have been growing everywhere. Am I a fool? No, you are not a fool. But this
Thank you very much, Professor. Opportunity to invite I want to take this opportunity to invite the DVC academics to take us through the presentation of the graduating class.
Who has already been constitutively constituted. Udema University was granted a charter by the National Council of Higher Education June 29, 2009 to award certificates and diplomas and to confer degrees in accordance with the parts of number 10 of the Universities and Tertiary Institutions Act of 2001. It is also accredited by the Board of Regents from the Adventist Accrediting Association of Silver Springs, Maryland, USA, since 1995. In the Section 10, subsection 612, Bugema University Charter, Bugema may confer the degree of a bachelor, master, doctor, and such other degrees as may be provided for in the statutes of the university. Grant diplomas or certificates or other awards. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I'm glad to inform you that this year, 2012, 889 candidates have satisfactorily satisfied the examiners for the awards of certificates, diplomas, and the conferment of degrees of Bugema University. Now I wish to call upon the deans of schools to present the names of this year's candidates to you in the following order, Mr. Chancellor, sir. Number 1, School of Business. Number 2, School of Education. Number 3, School of Social Sciences. And number 4, School of Theology and Religious Studies. Number 5, School of Graduate Studies. Mr. Chancellor, sir, the exercise will be quick and will go on unannounced as stated here. Thank you so much. Please take them.
This year, 2012, Chancellor, sir, I have the pleasure to present to you 28 candidates who have successfully completed the requirement for the certificate in information technology of Bugema University. Adela Odambo M. Alitre Penina. Bongeye Bosile Rael. Yamukama Rollins Brian. Kola M. Ikanda. Lolo Saki Alfred. Flavius K. Kalisa. Glory Honesty. Ngwana. Kahindu Brenda. Kimira Bruce. Kiprangat K. Corinne. Kiria Gataka P. Kitenga P. Mangandi in absentia. Lenny Mutungi. Makuni Moses M. Mulofu Gorin. Mampinu Festus N. in absentia. Wendo Frida N. Manzia Tindi. Wenda UAM. Nakiyinji Allen. Namono Peace. Nasuga Anet. Olo Joseph P. in absentia. James Bosbori and Bobosobozi Misai.
I congratulate all those individuals whose names have been read for the award of Certificate in Information Technology of German University. Congratulations.
This year, 2012 Chancellor Sir, I have the pleasure to present to you two candidates who have successfully completed the requirement for a diploma in office administration of Bugema University. I want to call upon two candidates of diploma in office administration of Bugema University. One, Sumut Rachel, and two, Deneli Nwoti Kiwa. I want also to invite the department heads in business please to come and be helped out.
I congratulate all those individuals whose names have been ranked for the award of Diploma in Office Administration of Bugema University. Congratulations.
Diploma in Information Technology come up front.
And as they are coming up, please, the graduates, when you go back, don't leave your seats, because when you are marching out, you'll have to pick something here as you'll be marching out. Sometimes people get excited after they have got their degrees and certificates. They move out and start celebrations. Just wait, please.
This year, 2012 Chancellor Sir, I have the pleasure to present to you 19 candidates who have successfully completed the requirements for a diploma in information technology of Bugema University. Aishakile Rogersvili, Francois Yomugabo,
Can you please move up quickly?
Francois
Move quickly.
Alisa, Ila Femel Otieno, Juko Robert, Kahindu Brenda, Karuhanga Allen, Kitui Mark, Nok Singosa Besa, Kwemboi B. Hosea, Monande John Yenge, Kasongo Mbugo Felix, Munyanti Christopher, Nyambeli Dempsey Onyweri, Onyango Elius Charles, Opa Eli Orwok, Onyekot Lawrence, Shem Sinde Lukan, Skora Omari.
I congratulate all those individuals whose names have been read for the award of Diploma in Information Technology of Bugema University. Congratulations.
This year, 2012, let me invite Diploma in Accounting. Diploma in Accounting, stand and also come up front. Diploma in Accounting. This year, 2012, Chancellor Sir, I have the pleasure to present to you 21 candidates who have successfully completed the requirements for a diploma in accounting of Bugema University.
Those who are taking the diploma, please move up quickly. Move up quickly, please.
Okay, Resita. Okay, Resta. Alcamelo Yung Winnie, Ina Janet, Tuku Joseph Clement, Lolo Saki Alfred, Kamoga Ali, Kimoni Onyek Eric, Chintu Timothy, Sache Raymond, Kosgei Chirono Sara, Marina Collins Wangechi, Warama Richard, Mira O. Eric, Gustavo Lillian, Mumbua, Nacha Grace, Ndimana Grayson, Odongo Samuel, Osongo Kemuto Masri, Lombe Stella Kidem, Severo Isila Gordon, and Sempala Daniel.
I congratulate all those individuals whose names have been read for the award of Diploma in Accounting of Bugema University. Congratulations.
I want to invite also the Bachelor of Science in Software Engineering and Application Development to raise and come up front, and they will be followed by the Bachelor of Science in Computer Networks and System Administration. They also should be here, and they will be followed by the Bachelor of Business Administration. The leaders around you.
Let's invite all of you who have been ready, please stand up and start moving down the aisles.
Software engineering and application development comes up front. This year, I have the pleasure to present you 7 candidates who have successfully completed the requirement for the award of Bachelor of Science in Software Engineering and Application Development of Bugema University. Bagine Diana, Abel Sonny Pepcho, Kebani Lukan, Zeimana June Claudi, Okos Sharon Francois, Wesley Davis, Wandera Mike.
By the virtue of the authority invested in me by the Charter and in the absence of the Chancellor, I confer upon the individuals whose names have been read the award of Bachelor of Science in Software Engineering and Application Development of Bugema University. Congratulations.
I want to invite also Bachelor of Science in Computer Networks and System Administration to come up front. This year, 2012, just as Sarah, I have the pleasure to present you 7 candidates who have successfully completed the requirements for the award of Bachelor of Science in Computer Networks and System Administration of Bugema University. Roger Floresio, attending the Kimana Science, Kamanzi Morris, Mie Eric, Nganya Igirimana, Otori Jonathan, and the President Johnson.
By the virtue of the authority invested in me by the Charter of the University and in the absence of the Chancellor, I confer upon the individuals whose names have been read the award of Bachelor of Science in Computer Networks and Systems Administration of Bukema University. Congratulations.
I want to invite also the one who's Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. One can quickly come up front. This year, 2012, Chancellor Sir, I have the pleasure to present to you only one candidate who has successfully completed the requirements for the award of Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. This is the Mother Moses Tigers.
By the virtue of the authority invested in me by the Charter, and in the absence of the Chancellor, I confer upon the individual whose name has been read the award of Bachelor of Science in Information Technology of Bukema University. Congratulations.
Now, this is a big number. I'm going to break it into two, and the Bachelor of Business Administration, I'm going to begin with those double major, the 5, and then I'll read out accounting, major accounting. So I want those individuals to stand and also come approach. The double majors, Bachelor of Business Administration, double majors, and also Bachelor of Business Administration in accounting.
All students who are taking business administration and accounting, please rise up wherever you are and start moving up. We need to save on time. While these are moving, also get up and move up.
This year, 2012, Chancellor Sir, I have the pleasure to present to you 198 candidates who have successfully completed the requirement for the award of Bachelor of Business Administration of Bukema University, and begin with double majors in accounting. Double major 1, Bashaida Maurice is entrepreneurship and marketing. Joe Phil Galanga of marketing and finance. Consulting Muzafaru, management and entrepreneurship. Onyani Shaka Benefits, marketing and human resource. And the King Roma Emmanuel, marketing and human resource. Now, the Bachelor of Accounting, Bachelor of Business Administration in Accounting, the 88, I read number 1. Ahewa Aminat, Akech Ibrahim G. Akena Richard, Akimana M. Chatara, Akun O. Ryan, Amwozi Griffin A. Aloka Daniel O. Bahiti Therapy Sikao.
Guys, please don't make a curtain for the other people. So. Where is your card?
Young Peter and Bahati Therapy Sikao.